Hello and welcome to Fearless DIY Music. My name is Tristan Lass, and yes, this is a video about tapping. I am no expert on tapping. I used to be pretty proficient at it as a child. When I was first learning, I spent a lot of time trying to really emulate, of course, Eddie Van Halen and other, hotshot guitarists of the time. And recently, I just kind of started dabbling in tapping again. I'm not up to speed yet, but I'm kind of messing around with it more and more. But it raises a serious question with me. Where would I use it? Would I actually use it on any tracks that I have coming up for my new album that I'm working on? Where would I place it? Is it still really a legitimate technique that people should be exploring? I realize that there are a lot of highly technical guitar players out there, especially on Instagram and YouTube, who like to show off their, incredible two-handed techniques. And it's really cool to watch, and it's a lot of fun. And like I said, I kind of have been compelled for some reason to start exploring it a little bit again on my own. But I'm not sure if I'll ever use it or where I would use it. There have been times in the past where I have gotten back up to speed, practiced a lot, and with every intention of using it in a song, in a solo, somewhere on an album. And I yet have, as of yet, to find a place where I find it appropriate, where I think that it actually fits in with what I do. Should I abandon, this idea that I want to record something that has me tapping on it? Is it just a weird hangover from the 80s when I was coming up that I think, I should, since I am of that era, have some tapping somewhere or have some tapping skills to show off? And I'm just uncertain about that. It's something I wrestle with. I think that it's an interesting technique. I think that it can add a lot to music. I find that the most satisfying tapping that I listen to these days is when I, go back and listen to an old Genesis track with Peter Gabriel on vocals and Steve Hackett on guitar, and Steve Hackett would tap to double keyboard lines and things like that. It wasn't super fast or super flashy. It was kind of akin to what I was doing here at the top of the video, and it adds an extra element, an extra little layer. And I think that if I do pursue tapping in any way, shape, or form, it would probably be in the service of something more like that, rather than to go, here's a showcase where I can, show off, or, I've come up with something neat and I just really want to jam it into a song somewhere. So the point of this video is I wrestle with it. Is tapping still a legitimate technique? Is this something that the average player should be pursuing? Should it be in everybody's toolbox? Should I feel bad because I haven't kept up with it and it's something that I come back to, then I abandon, then I come back to, and I abandon again? And I'm just wondering if other people wrestle with this or if they even bother with it. It seems to me that in popular music, you don't really ever hear it anymore, and you probably could argue that post 1993 or 4, it hasn't really been a featured element in popular music. So, is this just a holdover of the past? Is it a place where only technical players, explore? I'm just curious about opinions that any of you may have about tapping. Are there people watching this who will drop in the comments and go, well, I use it for, X, Y, and Z, and it's a very valuable tool. And I would just love to hear about that. All right, like I said, this is just a brief video about how I wrestle with the notion of tapping. Should I even be bothering with it? I'm not that great at it, but somewhere in the back of my mind, I still think that I should do it and I should use it somewhere. All right, if you made it this far into the video, I'd appreciate a like and a subscribe, shares, and please leave comments. Is tapping legit anymore? Is it something that players are interested in? Young players, beyond the technical people. All right, you take care, and we'll see you next time with another video.